Hi, this is singer-songwriter and music producer Tanuj Saini from 12 Strings Production Studios. In this video, we are going to be discussing how to set up and configure your home studio setup as a singer, voiceover artist or music producer once you have audio equipment. In this session, I will first guide you through the setup process. Here I will show you the proper way to connect your gear. Then we will look up and install the softwares or drivers required for your equipment and then establish a connection with your DAW or audio editing software. Keep in mind that all the tips mentioned in this video are from my personal workflow, and if it works for me, it just might work for you. So let's get started. So in my previous video, we briefly discussed all the various components that go into making a home studio, and I gave you some tips on how to get started with your own home studio setup. And if you haven't seen this video, I highly recommend that you would watch that video first and then you could come back here. So for someone getting started recording vocals, you would probably have one of two setups. You could have a USB microphone with a headphone as a setup, or you could have an audio interface, microphones, headphones. In addition, you could also have studio monitors and a MIDI controller. So in case you're using a USB microphone to record vocals, in that case the connection would be very simple. You would connect the USB microphone to your computer using the cable provided. And if your USB microphone has a built-in headphone output, then you would connect the headphones there. If not, you could also use the 3.5mm headphone jack or the speaker output that is built into your computer. Keep in mind that if you're using the built-in output, this would be a compromise in terms of output sound quality, but it can get the job done. In case of an audio interface setup, you have many options depending on what gear you choose, but typically as a beginner you would probably end up with something that looks like this. Here you'll have options to connect your XLR microphone input or a line level instrument input. You will have a headphone output and you will also have options to connect your studio monitors. Here we will simply connect the USB cable to the audio interface and the computer. Most audio interfaces these days don't require any additional power. That means they are bus powered, or rather they get all their power requirements from the USB cable itself. But in case your audio interface comes with an additional power supply, this might be required either for the 48 volts phantom power that is required to power any condenser microphone, or if your audio interface supports it, it might be used to connect to an iPad or a mobile device. Here you will connect the microphone to the audio interface using an XLR cable, and you will connect it to the microphone input on the audio interface. In addition, if you're using a condenser microphone, you might need to turn on the 48 volts phantom power that will be provided by your audio interface. A quick tip here, always turn on the phantom power only after you connect the microphone and turn it off before you disconnect the mic. Your microphone and your audio interface will serve you longer, and it will avoid any electrical interference or static buildup that would probably sneak into your recording. Now you will connect your headphones to the headphone slot, and similarly if you have studio monitors, you will connect the left speaker and the right speaker to the respective outputs. However, it is recommended that you always turn off your speakers during a recording session instead of just turning down the volume. That way even the slightest of the buzzes will not come into your recording. Now that we have all our gear connected, let's head into the software side of things and configure them. The first thing you'll need to do is install any drivers or additional software that is required for your audio interface or USB microphone from the official website. Once you have downloaded and installed all the drivers and additional software that is required for your audio equipment, you will then open up your DAW. When you open up your DAW or your audio software, in my case it is Logic Pro X, you will want to go into the settings and look at three main settings that we want to configure: the input, the output and the buffer size. In the input, you will want to select either your USB microphone or your audio interface, and in the output, you will want to select either the built-in output or your audio interface. Now the buffer size is where you will tackle the issue of latency. That is basically when you're hearing yourself late. In simple terms, this number should be as low as possible while recording to reduce latency, and then as high as possible when you're mixing, mastering or putting any kind of effects post-production. Once you've done that, you will create a new audio channel and you'll select the input to which your microphone is connected. Note that in some audio interfaces you have the option to monitor inputs outside the DAW. In that case, latency is not an issue and the DAW is only used to play back the tracks and to record the input, but you're doing all the monitoring outside. Well, that's all the information you'll need to set up, configure and to start recording. In my next video, we will talk about some tips on microphone positioning, acoustic treatments and how to reduce the noise and reverb in the room. We will also look at increasing the overall quality of the recordings. We will also look at some prerequisites like identifying the key of a song and the tempo information, and we will look at how to put these settings into the DAW. This will help you and your audio engineer understand and process your tracks better and faster. Then we will look at setting the correct input gain, or what we call as gain staging, for your microphone. So if this is the kind of information, something that brings value to you, please do like, share and subscribe, and do hit the bell icon to get notified for when these videos come out. Till then, cheers and keep creating.